fountain with Woody behind us, and we're very, very excited for our, what was it, sixth?
Well, your sixth.
My sixth and your fifth trip to PortAventura, but second / first vlogs, first proper vlogs on this channel from PortAventura. So yes, we've been here many times before. First came in 2016, or is it 15?
16.
Yeah, so 9 years ago, which is crazy. And yes, we've been here many times, been on many rides. Lots of stuff has changed, so we're going to be talking about that in the vlog really. So we got here yesterday, we've been staying in Madrid first, and we went to PortAventura, so you can already check out the vlogs from there. Now we're staying at PortAventura Hotel, and we've got a travel vlog showing a bit about the room there as well, so you can check out that. And yeah, now we're here, and we're going to be showing around the park, and get on some rides, show some shows. We don't know 100% if we're going to be able to film on the ride. We're going to ask if we can bring the GoPro on, but I know that they're a bit funny with that, so we don't know if they're going to let us, but hopefully. If not, then we'll get lots of off-ride shots. Luckily, this isn't like PortAventura, all the rides can be seen off-rides. And yeah, we're just going to head in and have a lovely day. It's quite warm here in Spain, so come with us. Well, we have walked in and we've already been told no, we're not allowed to film on the rides. The thing is, I know you can get signed off. I think you just have to have, you know, a certain amount of followers maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a bit annoying, but it's fine, I guess. We have the chest mount and everything, but oh well. We're gonna make our way into the park now. Have a look at queue times, stuff like that. The park opened at 10:30, it's now 1:30. We didn't want to bother, like, you know, rushing to come in. We've been here lots of times before, and we're here for a week. We're not going to be here every day. We're going to go to the beach and stuff like that. But we don't need to rush around. Must say, first of all, when we were here yesterday, they no longer do the show at the end of the parade on the stage. There's now seating that you can pay for, and it's called Prime Zone, to watch the Fiesta Aventura. So that's interesting. We'll go into more detail about that when we go to watch some shows, as I have a feeling we're going to be encountering that a lot, this Prime View thing that they've got going on. But yeah, here we are, Mediterranean. And as you can see, it is a 30th birthday. I think the 30th birthday was in April or something like that, maybe May. 30 years of PortAventura. So the parade is themed around the birthday. There's some merch. I also got this, which is the original PortAventura logo, as a little bag charm, because I like to buy bag charms when I go to the parks. It was quite expensive. It was 15 euros, so quite a lot. Got it from the main PortAventura shop. We're going to be doing a little merch look around and stuff as well, maybe not in this vlog, but we're not going to be filming just one vlog here. We'll do at least 2, maybe 3, depending on how it goes. Hey! Woo! Furious Baco. A lot of people say Furious Baco is painful. I think that there's much worse rides out there than Furious Baco. Oh, there's Shambhala just going over. But we shall see how it's riding this trip. Obviously, I haven't been on it since 2022. Nico hasn't been on it since 2019, so we shall see. There's the main PortAventura shop. We'll take a walk through Mediterranean. Have a look at the queue times. I don't know how well that ball's picking up on here, but we got Uncharted. Uncharted on 1:10. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. The birthday parade. So it's at 11 now. We've got Furious Baco on an hour. Got Stampeder on 55. Shambhala on an hour. Dragon Khan is not open today for some reason. Street Mission on 50. What else? El Diablo 20, Hurricane Condor an hour. Temple del Fuego opens at 6, and we've never actually done that ever, which is crazy. I don't know why or how, but yeah, so there's the queue times. They're all looking pretty long, to be honest, so not really sure what we're going to go on first. We could just do Furious Baco. Okay, upon further thought, Furious Baco, 1 hour, let's go. Now, we're not 100% sure, because I feel like we can guess the queue times pretty well just from looking at them. You can see the water slides in the distance. I feel like they've changed the queue setup. Oh, I'm really upset that we can't film on ride. Okay, here we are in the main queue. Now, one thing about Furious Baco, the queue is kind of hell. It's just all this cattle pen. Oh, that's not that bad. That's giving less than an hour. We've queued from all the way back where this is, it is going to send it out quite slow, but this is not an hour, I don't think. We've queued way longer than this before. So we'll join the queue for Furious Baco. Okay, so we've been queuing for about 40 minutes now, and we're at this point, so we've got the fast track just there. Just got to go around here. And then we'll be in the station. They're running 2 trains. Not the fastest operations, but yeah, here's the lovely view. We're gonna head in soon. Okay, everybody, row 3. Row 3, and we're gonna be on the right side. So I think that's the side that goes over rather than under for the loop, but I don't remember for sure. Anyway, row 3. Putting some off-ride shots for you. Sorry we can't film on ride, but we'll tell you how bumpy it is afterwards. Okay, so we just waited like 40 minutes.
45 minutes,
for Furious Baco. And yes, very good, quite bumpy I must say. We were on the 3rd row and I was on the outer seat, and I was bumping around a lot.
I think inside it wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
so,
it's always the outer seat, you're going to be bumping around on the outside, but yeah, not too bad. The operations were not very quick there. They were loading the, like the holding areas and stuff for the trains, but then they were just like not opening the gates to let everyone get sat down. It was a bit strange. So they are running 2 trains, but they were kind of getting stacked up every time anyway. But at least they were running 2 trains, that's something. But yeah, queue time was a little bit overestimated, but not too bad.
It's better that way than the other.
Exactly. So now we're gonna head more into the park, get out of the Mediterranean, and we'll see what's go on. But we just looked and Shambhala's gone down, so not sure when we can go on that, but we'll have a look at maybe Street Mission and stuff like that and see what the queue times are. 30 years celebrations. And even though none of the Polynesian shows are on today, this is my favourite area in PortAventura, and maybe China as well. But I love Polynesia, mainly because the fire show, Noches de Fuego en Tahiti, is my absolute favourite show, park show ever. I love it. And it's not as good as it used to be when we first came back in 2016 to 2018 were peak years for that show. And I love this view as well. It's not got the original cast in it and stuff like that anymore. If anyone ever watched the show before and knows what I'm talking about, please comment, because there was a time where there was the same people that had been in it for years and years. But yeah, the shows aren't running today. I'll just show you, this is my favourite view. One of my favourite views of PortAventura. Oh, this tree has grown since I took the photos, but anyway, this view here with the stage and Shambhala. I love it. But yeah, if anyone ever watched the fire show in 2016 to 2018/19, please let me know, because that was peak years of that show. Had the OGs there, and yeah, I love it. But it's still great. So we watched it not fully last night, but we watched most of it last night. We went to dinner and then we came after, and it's changed quite a lot. So don't worry, I will be documenting it in one of the vlogs along with the other shows. Got Tatuki Splash over there. Still got the Super Dry store. Tatuki Splash. Fun fact, we have never been on Tatuki Splash either. There's just some rides in this park that we've never gone on and probably never will. Tatuki Splash is one of them, because we don't like getting wet. If you know that, if you watch basically any vlog. So here, just show you Polynesian show. It's got Aloha Tahiti, and Noches de Fuego en Tahiti. That's the time. Oh, it shows. So they have Mondays and Tuesdays off, so we're not going to be able to see it until at least Wednesday, which is a shame. Gonna go on a street mission. This used to be, well, it was a 3D cinema, loads of random stuff, and I guess it's nothing right now. That's interesting. What does it say? Woody Surfer. I don't know what that is.
Meet and greet. It's like a meet and greet.
Oh, okay, so there's a meet and greet bit down there. Yeah, it used to be the 3D cinema thing.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a shame, because there's a lovely photo opportunity over there where you can take photos behind the fountain. It's really nice. Waterfall, yeah, not fountain. Here we are, Fiesta Aventura. See, look, just over there. It's a really nice place to take photos. And I love this music as well. It's just my favourite area. It's got bird show down there, and we got the pirate ship too. No. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
In the ad.
Oh my god, is the bird show not on anymore? We'll have to see.
I didn't see
if
it.
The bird show's not on, that's crazy. But here we are, walking into Fiesta Aventura. Pig fountain's not on?
No.
Damn.
Penny gold though. They weren't penny gold before.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Here it is, Fiesta Aventura. It's a lovely area. And here's the main tree. The eyes are moving. That's good. We're going to walk over to Street Mission. And we can take you on Street Mission. So that's why we're going to go on there now. Lovely views of Shambhala over here. Street Mission. A lovely view of Dragon Khan that's not open today. If anyone's been watching for a while and knows my top 3 coasters, it goes Taron, then Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and then Shambhala. Although that's because I haven't been on Shambhala in a long time. So 2 and 3 could interchange, but let's have a look at this queue. Lovely aircon in here. And here's the queue. So you just go around this bit and then down there, and then that's it. So, Street Mission. Well, after about 10 minutes, we're already here. And you've got 3D classes for this ride as well, but you don't need them on to experience it. There's a lot of set pieces and screens, and it is a shooting ride if you didn't know. So I'm going to try and film on ride. Apparently you're not able to, but we'll see. And if not, I'll see you when we come off. Hey, here we go. What color am I? I'm blue.
Sí, detectives, apuntad con los recogedores de pistas para recoger esas migas. Now, off to the playground to collect more clues.
Un pajarito me ha dicho que ha desaparecido la Big Cookie para el gran día.
Yo, el detective cojo, era quien estaba en el árbol buscando pistas.
Oh, it smells nice in here.
¡Migas de pequeño! ¡Observad con atención, detectives! ¡He deducido gracias a mis increíbles dotes de investigación! ¡Vamos, se me cae un caso! ¡Te puedo ver la suya del cofre! ¡Por lo menos tengo la gabardina limpia!
Veo un gran número de migas de galleta en mi puerta.
¡Oh! ¡Pistas!
Veo una miga de galleta con todo lado.
Vaya, parece que it was you who took the big cookie. Oh, me very sorry.
Okay, I just came off a street mission there and I did film on ride. I don't know if you're meant to, but whatever, who cares. So, yes, I'm pretty sure before they did not used to speak English on the ride.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So, because the Spanish is like played out in the room, but then the English is in between scenes in the actual ride vehicle, so that's kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure I did not used to speak English before. And also in the pre-show that you saw when he comes out, they have screens with all the different translations now, which I don't think they had before as well.
I don't remember that at all.
So yeah, and it smelled nice in there. The smell pods weren't as strong as they used to be. I remember like it was like full on cookie smell. But yeah, very good ride, and still looks as good as it did before really, and the queue was definitely not 40 minutes, so it was about what?
20.
Yeah, 20 minutes, so love that.
That bit in the middle though,
oh yeah,
I knew there was a bit, I couldn't remember where it was, but I had to close my eyes for all of that.
To be honest, I don't remember that being as like, whoa, as it was, but I don't know, it has been a while obviously, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Obviously it looks better with the 3D glasses on, but yeah, that was pretty good, and the ride vehicle felt like it was moving a lot, so that was pretty cool. And
if you suffer from bad motion sickness, then that's a bit to close your eyes on.
Yeah, that was a bit much, but it was good. I feel like because we're in the front row as well, it was a bit more like, oh, but yes. Now it's about time for lunch, so we might get something from there, or we've got to go on Shambhala as well. And as I said before, Dragon Khan, not Dragon's Fury, Dragon's Khan is closed, but Shambhala is open. So we're just here in the Fiesta Aventura area, and we're going to order some food, so we'll just show you about it. Soft drinks canteen. Oh, okay. Ah, the cups. No, the water bottles, I mean, main course. So they got pizzas. Nice. They have a pizza with chips on it. What the helly?
What?
Starters. Oh, they've got some pasta. Nice. Menus. You can get set meals. What's that? Oh, okay, sides. Okay. Nice.
Got gluten free?
No, they haven't.
But not today.
Okay. Lovely. So we'll show you what we get. Here it is. That took literally 2 minutes. So obviously, basic stuff. But I just want to show you all the because I love these refillable cups. So it's for the 30th anniversary, and it's got this like old school theming on there. Trying not to spill it all over the food. Look at that at the bottom, Polynesian, all the stuff. Got the dragon, got Stiki Splash. I love that. It's quite small though compared to the other one they used to have. Anyway, here's our lunch here with our view of Fiesta Aventura. Well, we just had a lovely lunch there in Fiesta Aventura, and now Shambhala. We're into the China area. No Dragon Khan today, what a shame. But we're gonna walk over to Shambhala. Oh, I love this. I just love this whole view. I love everything about this right now. Oh my gosh. Hey. Well, it's saying 40 minutes. Let's have a look and see how accurate that's looking. The thing is, you can never really guess too much because sometimes they like to let a lot of people on in the express lane. So let's see. This is how the queue's looking. It's probably quite accurate for 40 minutes. It's 4:05. This is the queue. It says 40 minutes. It's not too long. The thing is, we've queued this whole thing before. But yeah, they love a cattle pen here, so we'll see. Wow, we've been waiting about 15 minutes and we're already here. Just round the corner to go. I love the views from the queue when you get here. So there we go. Overestimate queue time, which is good for us. That's why it's always best to check the queues, just in case, you never know. Okay, so we're on the 3rd row, I think, on the front bit. And we'll see when we come off. We could have got a back row, but someone else snuck in. It's okay. See when we come off. Yes, there's not much to say because it's obviously one of the best coasters everywhere, everywhere. Don't care what people say, and yeah, the air, the airtime is just crazy. Like, cool. Like, oh yeah, there's airtime. Like, until you haven't gone on it in ages, you don't realise how much you fly out of your seat. Like, literally, I was just like, ooh,
exactly
the whole
what
time.
I was thinking as I was going round. That's crazy. Like,
because you go on other coasters and there's little bits of airtime. You're like, oh wow, that's cool. Like, you're out of your seat like nearly the whole time on there. Like, it's just, oh, it's so fun. I love it so much. And we were in like a rubbish row, really. We went front, back, like right in the middle. And also they're doing like new videos on ride, and they're very good quality videos. So we might get one at one point, but they are pretty expensive. But the quality of video on there was really cool because obviously we had the two seats next to each other. If you got the two where they're either side, the video's not as good because it's split down the middle. But yeah, that was still in the top 3. I think it is still number 3 but either way, it's 2 or 3. One of them, one of the best ever. And nice splashdown though, which is a bit of a shame. Like, you don't think that you notice it when you're on the ride, but actually, like, when we went down that bit, without the splash, it's like, we're just like just going down, and there was like nothing really. But it's kind of fun when you're on the ride and the splash kind of gets you in the face for a second, because by the end of the ride it's dried up anyway. But yeah, no splashdown today. I wonder if it's just not working today, if it's been down for a while, but going down behind us now. Yeah, and the queue, we only waited 25 minutes.
Yeah,
so
good.
That was very good.
It was even less queue when we got to the front, really.
Yeah, I mean, we would go back round,
there.
but we're going to try and see if we can get a seat for the new show in the Grand Temple. I don't remember the name, so that's why I'm not saying it, but I'll say it when we get over there. But yeah, let's wait for it to go past. It's going to come past any minute. Here it is. No splashdown, but anyway, love that. Best ride ever, obviously. We love Shambhala. Well, when there's no Dragon Khan operating, it's very quiet around this bit. With the lovely fountains in the middle. Hopefully we get a good seat for the show, but if not, it's fine. Wow, just look at the skyline. There's literally just like, there's no skyline like this one at any park. So here it is, and that's why I haven't been saying it. Un Viaje Fantastique. Viaje. There we go. I can't.
Fascinating voyage, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I saw a description. It says something about going around the world of PortAventura, so I'm guessing that'll be it. But let's head in. It's lovely and air-conned in here, which is always a plus. And we'll see. So obviously they change the show up every year, so we've seen a few different variations. And what will it be this year? It's always a great show here though. Very good. We're inside. So they're kind of directing people where to go, but we just kind of came around here anyway. Could have gone that side, but if you're, obviously it's not a very busy day today, but it's 12 minutes till the show and this is the kind of crowd you're working with, so it's definitely not full up. And you've got the express seats down the bottom, which they always had anyway. But yeah, I guess now you pay for them rather than getting express for them. I don't know. Anyway.
Emprendimos un viaje fascinante. Un viaje que zarpó desde el borde de la drasana de Mediterránea y que a lo largo de los años ha llevado a millones de aventureros no solo a viajar por todo el mundo, sino
Okay, we just came out of Un Viaje Fascinante. Something like that. I've been practicing it for ages. Anyway, whatever. Very, very good show. Very cool. It felt a little bit shorter, but I don't think it actually was. But it did. Yeah, so I'd say my favourite bit for sure was the guy and the girl with he balancing that ring on his head. Yeah. And then the pole, and then she was flinging around.
That was crazy.
I've never ever seen anything like that. Obviously, we've seen a lot of these vlogs when we see the shows. We've seen a lot of the flying around, like hanging from the air, the spinning, all of that. But I've never seen that before. That was really crazy, really cool. Yeah. But everyone was good, really. Those 3 young girls, I don't know how old they were, but the small one was like tiny. Like she was so small. So I don't know how old they were, but wow. Yeah, that whole show was so good. We're definitely gonna have to come see it again. And obviously on a busier day, maybe it will get packed out quicker, but obviously there's loads of seats in there and we got a good seat, and we came literally like not even 15 minutes before the show started. So gonna get a good seat.
Previously when we've been as well, they have different acts. Sometimes, you know, they have a different act on a different
that's
day.
True,
so it's worth coming back.
Worth coming more than
on
once.
a separate day to see it again.
Yeah, wow, very, very good. Okay, we're walking through Mexico now, and we're heading towards Far West for Stampida. Hurricane Condor up there. Always got a long ass wait for that. It's the only reason we don't go on it more, really, and the fact that I really, really don't like the standing seats. But you can't pick unless they've changed it now. You can't pick if you sit or stand, so it's a gamble if you don't like the standing seats. We have a massive queue for Temple del Fuego. What the hell? Why is no one manning this queue? That is insane. It wraps all the way around. That's crazy. And it's got 15 minutes until it opens. Wow. Wow, first time stepping foot back in Far West. And the skyline's a bit different here. They're still playing Tom Jones though, and Robbie Williams maybe. Wow. We have never seen all this wall from Uncharted. When we came, it was still getting built. This looks crazy. Like, wow. They really like closed off the edge of the park with this. It looks so cool. We're gonna have to go on Uncharted now we're down here. We're gonna head to Stampede first, we think. And then maybe we'll go through Uncharted. Okay, here we are at Stampede. It says it's on 0 minutes, don't believe it, but Uncharted over there is on 50. So we'll go on here first, and then we'll head over to Uncharted. 0 minutes, let's see how long it actually is. It's currently 10 to 6. I love this sign as well, such a cool sign. Choose a colour, any colour. We gotta go blue. Blue. Back row on Stampeder, everyone. We're on the blue side. It's running very slow from what we've seen off-road. Let's see. Back row. See how bumpy it is. Haven't been on it in a few years. And number one, the blue cart won this time, so I don't know what that's about, but we won. And I must say, it was very, very bumpy, as it always is, but I didn't find that terrible. I don't really know why, because we were really thrown around. Yeah. But even though it was very thrown around, it wasn't painful. Whereas some of the others, such as Coaster Express at bloody Park Warner, was painful. And it's not painful like Troy. Anyway. Yes, so not too
fun.
bad, and we waited like 15 minutes, and now it says it's on 45. So, you know, good timing with that.
Still a fun ride.
Yes, and then we've got to go on the red side next, but first I think we should head over and experience Uncharted for the first time. Because, yeah, who knows what to expect with this. Gonna have to do it at some point. It said it's on 50 minutes. Who knows, maybe it'll be less. But we've got to try it out. It's the only ride that is new since the last time we've been here. So we gotta give it a go. So here we are then. 50 minutes. We have never been on this, never seen this before, and I must say it looks very impressive from the outside. So I like that a lot. I've heard that there's not much theming on the ride, and obviously we can't film on there, but we'll take you in the queue and have a look. First time experiencing Uncharted. We are officially stepping in at 6:20. Okay. Cool indoor section here. It's aircon, which is nice. This is interesting. Got cattle pen here, but we're not using that, so that's quite nice. Just the one bit around here. 6:20. Let's see.
Mirad esto. Estas puertas parecen súper antiguas. Creo que también tiene grabados arcenes. Pero tu manual podría ser real.
Hemos encontrado a Rey.
We're in now. We need to put our bags away. See you soon, guys. Just came off our first ride from Uncharted there, and wow, that was very different than anything we've ever experienced before. Number one, the queue time was accurate. We was in there for about 40-50 minutes-ish. Number two, the queue itself, let's just go in order, was a bit... There were screens and stuff. I only filmed one out of the 3 little pre-shows because the other 2, I didn't have the best view of them. And they don't run often enough, I think, for everyone to see them. And obviously, they're only in Spanish, which is fine.
And you couldn't hear what they were saying.
Yeah,
anyway,
you could barely hear what they were saying. So honestly, the storyline, I don't really know. I mean, we've played the Uncharted games before, so we know the kind of vibe. But yeah. So after that, yeah, the queue was about what you thought, and then you kind of just turn the corner and you're literally in there straight away. So like, we didn't know you had to like put your bags on the side, and I was trying to film, and then I was like, I gotta put my bag away. So it's 4 in a row, and there's 3 rows, and it's like it's not a train, it's just one cart. So it's kind of a mixture of a trackless dark ride cart and a roller coaster train. It's like, yeah.
It's also, I just thought it's a little bit like the dinosaur.
Ride, it's like dinosaur Animal Kingdom. Yeah, like that kind of vibe. But obviously, you know,
go along and you stop and it turn the cart sort of turns round and you look at screens.
Yeah.
And you go off like sideways as well. And
yeah, so you turn every direction. You're like you're on your side. You're like, you do a little spin at the start, and then you watch a screen. And I will say it is literally screen based, and that's it. There's no other like set pieces or nothing. You watch some screens, and then everything else is pretty dark. You can't really see where you're going. So the roller coaster itself was really cool. And like, it's a really good roller coaster. The like, in terms of like looking at anything or storyline or anything like that, you watch 3 screens, and one of them's at the end. So it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy in a way that like you're looking at the screens and stuff, but obviously Guardians is like themed and stuff like that, and that's a proper spinning coaster. I wouldn't call this a spinning coaster, maybe it is like actually known as that, but you're not constantly spinning. It does spin around, but it's more of a moving ride vehicle, and you go backwards, forwards. So go on.
You stop, you sort of go down, and then it sort of accelerates as well. And then it comes to like a sudden stop.
Yeah, so
it's quite. Go on.
There's some launches. They're not like they're not proper launches. Like you're not like, but obviously it's quite, you know, like, I mean it's not a small building, but you know what I mean. Like it's not the biggest ride area for like massive long launches. But the first and second launches, I don't know how many there were, maybe 4. They felt kind of forceful, and then there was like 1 or 2 that was just like, and it was like nothing really. It was like, why are we like calling that a launch, because that wasn't really. But the first 2 were like, whoa, that's like a good launch, especially when you can't see where you're going. It's kind of cool. And then you just like kind of get launched backwards and forwards. You're going side to side, you're looking at screens, and then you stop at the end, and then you go backwards down a drop, and I can only describe that drop like the drop in Rage, because it's not any higher than that. It's it's not very tall. So if you think the drop in Rage, like a Gerstlauer Eurofighter, just whoop, it was literally one that goes like that, but you go backwards, which is really cool. But it didn't feel like uncomfortable, like as I said in the Park Warner vlog, if you watch that, I don't really like going backwards on anything like that, but that was pretty cool, to be honest. And that was the end of the ride, and then you literally come back pretty fast, and then that's the end of the ride. I will say it's quite a short ride. I wouldn't mind waiting that long again, because obviously we haven't done it before, but if you're coming to this park regularly, I wouldn't wait that long for it. But we didn't mind waiting this long because obviously it's our first time on it. And I wouldn't have waited that much longer, really. I feel like an hour tops to wait on that one when you haven't been on it before. But I will say my favourite part was definitely the launch and the drop at the end. What about you?
There's a bit just after the start where it starts spinning, and I was a bit like apprehensive as to how much spinning is going to be. But it was fine actually. No, it was good. There was some good drops. There was a couple of one. We went up and watched the screen, and then we sort of went down backwards and then came back up again.
So we did a spike.
Sort of,
we went up to a spike and then we went back down, and that was pretty cool.
It was good. There's a lot to. We need to go on it obviously again to like fully appreciate where the track goes and stuff, and it needs a few more goes to appreciate it, I think.
And so
it's a good one.
I think overall the ride itself is cool. I don't really like that we just watch some screens and that's it, and you can't really see where you're going. So like I understand what people are saying about like the theming is kind of lacking. I mean, obviously the outside building looks sick, and then like there's not much to see inside. So the screens, and also the last screen, you could see the edge of the screen. Like you could see like the frame of the screen, and like it was very just like unimmersive. Like you could just see that it's just like projected or whatever on there, and I was like, okay. But it was very good. I liked the ride, and we need to go on it again. But for now, let's just give it a rating out of 10 because we haven't done that in a while. I'd give it a solid 6 or 7, 6.5.
I'd give that a 7 probably. Yeah.
The backdrop was literally my favourite. Everything else was like,
There's a lot of different elements in that.
And something that we've never done before. But very cool. Walking back through Far West. Here's the Grand Canyon Rapids. We have been on here a few times. We got quite wet before. We will go on them again. It's just a shame you can't film on ride, because I like filming on rapids. At least if you're getting wet, it'll be funny for everyone to watch, but can't film obviously. We'll go on them at some point though. What we're going to do right now though is make our way back to the hotel for dinner, because it is 7:30, so the buffet just opened. You can see Red Force over there. Didn't mention that Ferrari Land is now opening much later. So Ferrari Land used to open from the morning, same time as PortAventura, and then close around, I don't know, 6, something like that. Now it opens at 4:30 and is open until 11, I believe, that's the timings, which is strange. But that does mean that we could try, I mean obviously we'll go to Ferrari Land anyway, but fun fact again, we have never been on any rides in Ferrari Land ever, which is crazy. But the thing is, every time we go there, there's always crazy waits for rides, so we never go on any of them. We just walk around, film in there a bit, and then leave. But with the different timings, that could mean that maybe we could get on something, because we could like get in there as soon as it opens. So you never know. But yeah, we've never been on Red Force, and we've been here a million times. We've been here before Ferrari Land even opened.
Yeah.
And then we came here the year it opened, never been on it. But anyway, we're back around Mediterranean now. This is one of my favourite views in PortAventura. It's so nice. Watching Furious Becca go around, got Red Force there, all the water. They used to have a boat here. I wonder if they still do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, they used to do a boat through Polynesia, and you get on it down there. Also, bird show is no more. That's insane. I didn't even know that. So here's me just saying, oh yeah, the bird show's down there. Not anymore. All the birds have gone to China apparently. So, you know, no bird show anymore. And I don't mean the Chinese area, I mean they're gone. Shipped off to China. Anyway, you know, I've never really liked bird shows anyway, but it's quite, you know, cool to come and watch. And it was something to break up the day, and it was entertaining. I just don't really like birds.
The guy who did
But-
it was really entertaining.
Yeah, he was,
really
yeah.
funny.
There's Becca going around. But, oh well, no more bird show for us. I feel like the shows, like, obviously they're still going, but like, I don't know, we got no shows to watch today apart from the one we already went to, because all the others are off. I know it's only a Monday, so that's probably why, but still no shows. But yeah, walking back to Hotel PortAventura, and we're gonna pick up the vlog again later. We've still got the parade to see though, that'll be on, and we can watch Fiesta Aventura tonight. We watched the first like 5 minutes of it yesterday, but then we thought we'd save it for when we sit down, and obviously they haven't changed much of it. They've added drones, which is new, but obviously we've seen the show many times before, so we'll watch it tonight. Hello again, it's been a few hours. We've had some dinner and we're back. Lovely sunset over Mediterranean. And we're going to walk this way through to El Diablo. Because why not? I feel like I saw a post that they've added VR, question mark. So we'll see about that. But yeah, let's head to El Diablo, and then we'll probably have to get our spot for the parade and Fiesta Aventura. El Diablo, Trentilamina. Let's go in. So the reason we saved this till it's dark is because El Diablo, there's no argument about it, is better in the dark. In the daytime, what's the point really? Also, look at that over there. What a lovely view of the mountains over there. But yes, better in the dark. Otherwise it's a bit boring, to be honest. There's 3 lift hills and barely anything happens in like 2 of the sections. Yeah, it is because of the lift hills.
Yeah.
That's why. Lift Hill the Ride, as it's called. So the photos there. El Diablo. 10 minutos. absolutely walk on, not 10 minutes at all. Lovely ride there on El Diablo in the dark. And also they do have the VR stuff because I saw a section for it in the queue, but no one was wearing VR headsets, anything like that. I don't really think they're like endorsing to use it, which is strange because I swear that only was posted about like a month or two ago, if that. But yeah, there was like one like split off right near the front of the queue for El Diablo Neo or something like that. So yeah, but no, I didn't even see the VR headsets, nothing about it, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I wouldn't want to do that anyway, especially in this heat. I don't think VR is the best idea for that, but a bit strange. Anyway, we're gonna make our way back down through China to Mediterranean.
It's a good ride there, but it's just the lift hill's just really.
Yeah, the lift hill is so clunky. Like,
yeah. And all three
like
of
when
them.
you're on the lift hill, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like just really, it hurts your back a bit, to be honest. Like, it really gets you. Yeah.
And also it needs the lift hills to make the ride that it is, but it just splits it. It just, yeah.
The middle section, like after the second lift hill, is completely like there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
There's no point in it really, but
If you could just cut out the 3 lift hills, you could make a really good ride.
yeah, but it's just like it doesn't get going afterwards. Like even the off-ride shot you just seen where you go through the El Diablo bit, it's so slow. Like it's literally like. I think the best bit is the first drop, to be honest, and then the last bit right before the brakes. And the brakes weren't too sharp, but it was a bit like a abrupt stop. But yes,
It's good.
El Diablo.
It's fun at night. But
Better in the dark.
Yeah.
If you're going to go on El Diablo, don't do a long wait time. Walk on it when it's dark, and it's much better.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun because it's not very well lit there, so like you can't really see where you're going. So that's kind of fun as well, and you get good views of the rest of the park all lit up. Saw Uncharted lit up, and that looks really nice. So that's nice. Yeah, we need to go on Uncharted again, probably in another day. Time for the parade, everyone! Hey! filled with lovely floats and lovely dancing. It's a shame that we didn't see the Polynesian dancers, but obviously today's their day off. But now we have a lovely prime spot for Fiesta Aventura. We'll put in highlights for you.
De lumière et de son. And now, come with us around the world as we travel to exciting lands full of imagination and magic.
Y ahora, ven con nosotros alrededor del mundo. Viajando.
y deseamos volver a verles muy pronto. Ladies and gentlemen, dear children.
Okay, everybody, we have made it back to our hotel and we have a tripod, which we've never done before. But it's been a jam-packed vlog and we need to unpack every single part because we've had rides, even though we haven't been able to film on ride, but we've had rides, we've had shows, we've had parades, we've had new ride reviews. So, number one, great day. Queue's not too bad.
Yeah.
Getting back on Shambhala was definitely a highlight. Number two, Uncharted was really cool. Yeah, well, we talked about our highlights from Uncharted, but definitely a very different ride than we're used to. Very cool. I like the way the car spins and stuff like that. It goes backwards, left, right, every direction. Anything to add from Uncharted?
It's good that it's a slightly different ride than all the rest. You know, it's not just another roller coaster, and plus it's an indoor ride as well. So it's nice that they've done something a little bit different to make it, you know, to bring something a bit different to the park, really.
Yes. Also, we watched the show in China, and I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try. But there was definitely a highlight, seeing all the different things, seeing the man and lady with that. I don't even know what to call it, balancing on his head, all that stuff. That was so cool. Gosh, what else? And then the parade. Obviously, yeah, as I said, it's a bit sad not to see the Polynesian dancers in it, but all the floats were really good. They're all like really lit up, and it was, yeah, like the lights on the floats were really cool. And they had like,
this year,
yeah, they got the steam and the bubbles and everything, and then finally Fiesta Aventura with the drones and everything. The drones are sick. The drones are so
really
cool.
good.
I like how it's not just one thing and they like change into different things, like especially in the Mexican one where it's the hat, I don't know the proper name for the hat, but the Mexican hat, and then it changes into the, yeah, that's the one, and then it changes into the face, like the Day of the Dead face. That is so cool. I love that. And obviously all the fireworks are cool. I like the flying water jetpack things.
Oh,
they had those before, but they're so cool. We love those. And all the fire and everything like that, the floats on there, everything was so cool. So love Fiesta Aventura. Definitely try and come and see that if you're here. Definitely stay till the end to see that. Get a good spot, like so where the like line is on the water, that's where the water fountain that projects the things are. So like obviously spaces get taken quickly for that, but you know, we went there like half an hour before, something like that, just a bit under, and we got a decent view, so love that. And yeah, that's about it really. So we've got a day 2 vlog at least to come. We've got some more shows to see. We've got to see the Far West show. We've still got some more rides to get on. Hopefully Dragon Kong opens back up. What else have we got? We have to go into Ferrari Land. I don't know how long we're going to be in there. Don't know what we're going to do, but we will go in there. And we're going to the water park. So all those vlogs are coming up. Stay tuned. See you next time. Bye.